YouTube, Mark with Ultimate RC. Second flight on the A10. Again, this is V2, long awaited. I put V1 through its paces and pasted it together so many times with sticks and glue that I'm surprised it still flies. It's actually semi-retired now up north. I might get it back on the channel, we'll see. Alright, so had to do a lot of corrections with the first flight. We'll see how this one goes. Alright, let's give it a roll. Get some takeoff flaps in. Okay. Don't have quite the roll rate that roll tendency that I did before. We'll get the flaps up. Cruising pretty good. We'll see if we can do a loop with it here. Coming down. We're gonna go back up again. And bring it down. Still got a little more corrections to make. I may wind up having to do actually a mechanical adjustment. I'll have to look at that because I've got my transmitter adjusted about. I still got a little bit of a right roll with it.
See ya.
Bye.
But man, I swear this one's got better motors than the original because it really seems to be moving tonight. We don't have any wind to assist it in any direction. All right, we're gonna try some touch and goes with it.
Down.
Bring it around. Not the best approach here. I'm a little. Yeah, could have done that better. Came in too hot. Try it again. We're bringing landing flaps this time. See if I can better approach here. I cut my final way too quick on this. Longer approach, then you can control the descent. That was much better. All right, we're gonna come around, see if we can get a little bit of a lower pass.
Left kickoff flap. Kick forward thrust.
Coming around, right by the truck. Down at the end of my timer, but I do have an SMC pack in this time, so I should have some extra. We'll bring it up and loiter here a little bit.
Takeoff flaps.
Still got that roll.
down. Takeoff flap, landing flaps.
All right, we're gonna bring this into a stop. There we go.
Where are you going?
I got a little, I meant to hit my thrust reverse and it didn't work. Let me go get it. We'll be right back. All right, YouTube, so game over here. I think I got lucky.
Landing flap, normal
Bring up the
mode.
flaps. I'm gonna have to check my thrust reverse. Everything looks good. Nothing's damaged. That would have sucked if on the second flight I really screwed up my gear. Of course, that'd be par for the course with what I have with A10s, but hey, that worked. I've been playing around with where to put my thrust reverse. I've had it on my C switch. So I put my AS3X on my G switch. And but when I did that, a lot of times I was putting my gear up and down instead of hitting the thrust reverse. And so I moved it down to my C switch, so it's going to be a learning curve with that. This is probably not the best plane to be practicing that on. But thanks again for watching, YouTube. Like and subscribe, hit the bell. Appreciate your support. Mark with Ultimate RC. Hey YouTube, Mark with Ultimate RC. Finally on the channel. Much complained about, much longed for on my part, much anticipated. A brand new A10, this is V2, that looks absolutely awesome. No scrapes, no marks, and best of all, the gear is where it's supposed to be and it's not held together by a bunch of glue and sticks. So we're gonna get this put up. I do have thrust reverse programmed in. It is on my C switch. We'll see if I remember to use it.
Flaps, takeoff, forward, takeoff flaps.
There you can see it. It's not overly,
Forward thrust.
not quite as effective on this plane because it's not shooting out a tube, but it'll still help stop a plane. And of course this one doesn't require as much real estate to land. So let's put it up, takeoff flaps in.
High rate.
We'll see how crazy I get with the flight here today.
Gear down. Gear up.
Bring it around.
20.6 volts.
Probably going to just try and get a feel with it. I went with
Takeoff flaps, normal mode.
I went with the
20.7 volts.
preloaded file from Horizon Hobby that I was able to download right to my iX14, or was available on my iX14. I got a little bit of down elevator. I think we're going to need to trim that up. Coming around. And so I did adjust the rate settings slightly. Whew. Man, I don't remember if they put more powerful EDFs in this one versus V1, but at the speed I was going, that had to be maybe 2/3 throttle. It was cruising pretty good. Looks like I got to roll to the left. I'm going to try to get it a little bit higher. Bring it around and then try to do some corrections here. Once I roll to the right. It could also be rudder. I'm gonna pop it out of
AS3 next mode. ESC 20.6 volts.
going up, coming down.
Normal mode. AS3 next mode. Safe mode.
Bring it around.
ESC 21.4 volts.
All right. We're gonna bring it in for a landing.
Gear down.
I do have telemetry on this.
Flap takeoff flaps.
I think I got it trimmed out a little bit better. It had quite the roll, and it enough that I was not comfortable letting go of the sticks all that much.
Landing flaps.
I'm gonna punch out a little too far.
Gear up. Normal mode. Gear down. Takeoff flaps. Takeoff landing flaps.
All right. All right, not bad. We'll take that though for a maiden. Let's bring it around. Let's take a look. So I went a fair amount over the timer, and says I don't have much in the way of pack voltage. I'm wondering why I'm not getting a little bit more information than that. I'll have to see what I've got set up there. I did fly a 3200 6S. It would either been a 30 or 50C. I don't remember which one I put in. We're going to do at least one more flight here. I'm going to do that with an SMC pack and see if we can get it dialed in a little bit more. But there it is, finally the new maiden of the A10. Like and subscribe YouTube, hit the bell. Thanks again for watching. Mark with Ultimate RC. YouTube, one quick last fight of the Maiden Flight series here of the V2 A10. Thankfully I didn't almost ruin it on the second flight where I thought I hit thrust reverse. I didn't, and throttled up and had to really do some jigging at the end of the runway. It did wind up in the grass, but we didn't damage anything to it.
ESC 20.4 volts.
And so part timer is gone, but I just wanted to get another flight in because those lights ought to really pop on this thing. We're way past sundown at this point, and it's super calm. So I'm probably not going to do a lot of crazy things. Well, let's put it up.
AS3X mode. ESC 20.8 volts.
Here I said I wasn't going to do any crazy things. I'm flying it like I stole it. Bring it around. Decent slow speed capability. That was with no flaps. You probably wouldn't want to get much slower without employing them. Actually, I lied. I got, of course, my takeoff flaps in.
Takeoff. Normal mode.
Let's put them up.
ESC 21.4 volts.
I know V1 was fast, but it just seems like this plane has a little more snot.
ESC 21 volts.
I'm gonna bring it down the runway here. That's not even full throttle, folks. That's about 60% throttle right there.
ESC 20.9 volts.
All right,
Takeoff flap. Gear down.
let's practice a touch and go here.
Landing flap.
Drop some flaps, drop some power. Bring it back in. A little wind kicked up here.
ESC 20.6 volts. Gear up.
They were talking east wind all evening. I think it just finally kicked in.
Normal mode.
And it's getting dark, so let's bring this one to a stop this time. 3230C in here now.
Landing flaps.
Plenty of time on the timer. Yeah, you can see it kicking there. There we go. Now this plane handles so much nicer with working gear. I can get a little squirrely on you, but mine, a V1, you've probably seen, if you've seen any of those videos, you know how squirrely mine was, but a lot of that again was because of the gear damage, especially the front nose. There you have it though. Long awaited, finally here, finally together, finally flying. One of my favorite planes. Love this plane, especially with full stores on it. It's really cool looking plane. If you have a chance to get this plane, folks, this is a great, let's say, second 6S full house jet. Highly recommended. Again, the Eflite A-10. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Like and subscribe. Mark with Ultimate RC.